The Komodo dragon lives mainly in Indonesia. The geographical range of the Komodo dragon is limited in Indonesia, as Komodo Island, the main island from which the name of the dragon is derived, and as the Rinca Islands also form a natural habitat for the Komodo dragon, it prefers places that provide it with shading and shelter from high temperatures in the daytime periods. The poisonous glands located in the mouth of the Komodo dragon contribute to the slow immobilization of prey by reducing blood pressure and freezing blood circulation. This allows him to track his prey until it completely collapses. Unlike vipers, the Komodo dragon does not inject poison through special fangs, but releases poison from its salivary glands into the oral cavity. As soon as the prey bites, the poison flows through the saliva into the wound, causing bleeding and a rapid drop in blood pressure. The claws of the Komodo dragon are long and powerful, which gives it the ability to control its prey, especially small and medium-sized animals. The claws help him to tear off the flesh and fix the prey while eating. The Komodo dragon has a powerful digestive system capable of digesting various types of tissues, including bones. He can quickly digest large portions of prey due to the powerful enzymes in his stomach. The Komodo dragon communicates through a combination of acoustic, physical, and chemical signals to interact with its environment and with members of its species. Although the Komodo dragon usually hunts alone, if the prey is large, more than one dragon may gather to eat it together, as these cooperative behaviours sometimes make it possible to share food resources. After the female lays her eggs, she digs a burrow for him and protects him for a limited time, but does not provide long care after hatching, which makes the young quickly self-reliant and forced to climb into trees in order to avoid adult males who may prey on them. The female's weight ranges from 68 to 73 kilograms, while the male's weight ranges from 70 to 90 kilograms. The length of the female is from 210 to 240 centimetres, and the male from 270 centimetres to 312 centimetres, and the tail can reach a metre. The skin of the Komodo dragon is characterised by being tough and covered with strong scales that help it protect its body from injuries and trauma. The skin of the Komodo dragon contains small bone structures called dermoid ossicles that make the skin firmer. The tail helps the Komodo dragon balance when moving, and also uses it as a powerful defensive weapon against predators or to control its prey. He can deliver powerful blows with his tail that can be painful or even fatal. The Komodo dragon is distinguished by its long and forked tongue, which helps it explore its surroundings and detect odours in the air. The Komodo dragon uses its tongue to capture odour molecules and transfer them to the Jacobson organ located in the roof of its mouth, where it decomposes these odours, which can determine the location of prey even at distances of up to several kilometres. The Komodo dragon's mouth is one of its most distinctive organs, as it has sharp and backward slanting teeth, which help it easily tear apart its prey. Also, its saliva contains 64 types of toxic bacteria, and also the Komodo dragon's mouth has the ability to stretch, which allows it to swallow its relatively large prey completely. and this feature makes it easier for it to devour prey without having to chew it. The Komodo dragon can eat a large amount of meat, up to 80% of its body weight, in one meal. He digests this amount thanks to his powerful digestive system, which enables him to take advantage of large portions of prey. A unique characteristic of Komodo dragon females is the ability to reproduce asexually in cases of unavailability of males. Known as parthenogenesis, this process occurs when a female produces eggs that can grow and transform into new individuals without the need for insemination. The Komodo dragon can swim well and uses this skill to move between small islands in Indonesia in search of food or to breed. In the wild, the Komodo dragon usually lives in the wild for 20 to 30 years, while Komodo dragons can live in captivity up to 50 years due to care. Do you love me? The Komodo dragon has an interesting mating ritual. Mating usually occurs during a certain season, which begins in May and lasts until August. Males make competition with each other for mating with females, where they wrestle and use their powerful bodies and tails to try to drive away rivals. Pregnancy in Komodo depends on the eggs laid by the female and depends on the ambient temperature to determine the time of hatching. The female usually lays 15 to 30 eggs in nests or in pits. At birth, they are only about 30 centimetres tall. They are more active and mobile compared to adults. Initially, they feed on small insects, birds, eggs, and may hide in trees to avoid predators, including older dragons. Komodo dragons are considered carnivores. They feed mainly on wild boars, goats, wild buffaloes, small dragons and fish. The Komodo dragon hunts using ambush tactics, where it hides among the grasses or behind bushes and suddenly pounces on its prey, and then bites the prey with a bite containing a poison that paralyzes the prey, which makes it perish slowly, and then tracks it after the prey is paralyzed. The Komodo dragon was discovered in 1912 and had a population of 50,000 until 2024. Its population reached 2,500 and it is classified in the list of maximum extinction risk. Due to climatic changes, the Komodo Islands may experience temperature changes and sea level rise, which affects the ecology of lizards and reduces their natural places. Komodo dragons are hunted for commercial purposes. Their skins, bones and other parts are sold on the black market. Like many other animals, the Komodo dragon can be affected by plastic pollution in its environment, as it may swallow pieces of plastic or harmful substances that may lead to poisoning or internal injuries. The destruction of the Komodo dragon's natural habitat due to human activities such as logging, agriculture and land development threatens its habitat. Like all wild creatures, Komodo dragon breeds may be subject to epidemics of diseases. Environmental changes or increased interaction with humans can facilitate the transmission of diseases that may seriously affect their numbers. Experts are working to restore and clean up the natural environment of the Komodo dragon by replanting plants and maintaining ecological balance on the islands it inhabits. Ongoing scientific studies are being conducted to study the behaviours of the Komodo dragon and its environment in order to determine the best ways to preserve it. This research contributes to a better understanding of the dragon's environmental needs. Many nature reserves have been established, such as Komodo National Park, which is one of the most important places of protection for dragons. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and like.